Hey guys, Nadia here. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to walk you through some newborn must-haves from 0 to 4 months. If you are new to our channel, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, and be sure to follow us on Instagram. Alright, so we're going to start with the car seat since it is one of the first things that you will use for a baby as you come home. So right here I am using the Greco, and it's a convertible seat. It's super great because as the baby grows older, I'll be able to transition him from infant to you turn it around for him to sit upright, and then it becomes a booster seat. We opted for this car seat because we've tried the other car seats before where the kid outgrows it and then we end up having to buy another one. This one is a little bit more costly. However, when you add up how much you pay for the infant car seat, and then once they outgrow that and you have to get a new car seat, it comes up to be much cheaper than what this one is actually. And I love it because it has the safety pads for the baby, has the head support. The only thing different that you see on this car seat that we bought is the seat belt elephants that you see there. My sister got those, and that prevents the seatbelt from rubbing against his cheek, which is super great. And then we also have the rear view mirror. This mirror is great because baby can see you and you can see the baby when you're driving, and it just helps you. I think this is great. We had this for all 3 kids, and I think this is a great thing for you guys to get. And then we have the toy for him to play with in the car. This toy can actually come off and you can put it on the stroller, and the baby loves it. As you can see right here, he started to play with it and it's great. It makes noises. He could pull on the fan and it spins. He just loves it. One thing I can say about the car seat, this car seat you can't pick it up and go with you, and this is why we opted for that one, because I don't want to pick up a car seat and go with me anyway. So we use the carrier instead, and the stroller that I have is super lightweight, and I'll show you guys a picture because I don't think I did a video for the stroller. But this car seat, again, it doesn't come out of the car, it stays in there. It's reclined. You can it has like 3 different positions that you can recline it, and once you turn it around it's the same thing. You can recline it. It has multiple positions. So now I'm going to talk about the blind for the window. Oh my god, this thing is a lifesaver. I've tried the sunshade that you stick on the window and pull it down before, and it didn't work because little parts of the sun was still coming into the car, and then when you wanted to wind the window down just a little bit, you can't wind the window down. This mesh right here is great because you can still wind the window down and the air can still come in the flow in the car, and it blocks out the sun. And it comes in a 2-pack, so you could put another one on the other side, and we end up doing that because the girls wanted their window to be sunshade too, even though the window is tinted. So, and it's great, and you could just easily pull it off and wash it if it gets dirty. I haven't washed it yet. We're on month 4. I mean, the rain kind of does the washing for us. Alright guys, so once we opted not to use the car seat that you have to take out the car because it's just heavy, and we wanted hands-free, I use the baby wrap. I use it very often. The baby loves it, especially when he was just born. He just would be snugged in there. I take my walks with him. I'll be around the house and I can do stuff, and he just loves that. Now I use the harness much more often, plus this is what his dad uses too, but the harness is just easier to put on. And there's sometimes that I still do use the wrap. I would say I stopped using the wrap as frequently about a couple weeks ago. And again, I still use it in the house, but when I'm going out I just carry the harness because it's easier to put on. Alright guys, so these are the bottles that we use. Remember, we are exclusively breastfeeding, so we didn't start using the bottles until about a month after having the baby because we wanted to get him used to the nipple. But we use a Tommy Tippy brand. We've used it with all 3 kids, and colic free, I can say. No fussy baby. The baby, they have different types of nipples, different sizes, pretty fancy advanced things that help with the flow of the milk and how to prevent colic for the baby. So if you're looking for bottle options, I think this is a great brand for you guys to use, and we use the warmer for the same brand. Alright, so this is a Fisher Price tub. We've had this since Naomi. I love this tub. It's super great because it goes from infant, where you can lay them on this little cloth here while you're bathing them. It's like a mesh and the water seeps right through it, and then as they grow you can have them sit in the tub, which is super great, and it has a little seat in there. Once you're done with the tub, you can hang it, hook it up. This way you can just get it out of the way so you can still use the bath. Alright guys, so now we are in baby's room, and I'm going to give you guys a good walkthrough. So we have a hamper, because you know you need a hamper just to toss the baby clothes in, and it's really easy to catch right there next to the changing table. Then we walk over to the crib, and I have a crib skirt. This kind of hides everything that's in the room, that's underneath the crib, and you can use it for extra storage. Then we go over to books. Books are essential, you know. We have books from the girls, but this is easy too, just to have little bookshelves in here for him, and nice easy stories that you can read to him. We also have the Alexa, where you can play the baby music. So whatever you guys choose to play the baby music on, that's fine. But I find the Alexa convenient, and we have multiple Alexas, so we sync them in all the kids' room, and it plays the bedtime and the lullabies for the baby and the girls at the same time. Let's talk about the crib. The crib is super awesome because it's a convertible, and as you guys can know by now, if you haven't caught on, we love things that can grow with the kids. Instead of buying things that you're just going to use a one-time thing and toss it out, so this crib is a 4-way convertible. It goes from a crib to a day bed to a toddler bed to an actual full-size bed. Right above the crib, you'll see the baby mobile. Mobiles are great. You know, it gives the baby some distraction when they're in the crib, just looking around and something to look at. Then we have the Nanit camera. The Nanit camera, we found it great because you can use it anywhere because it's an app. But if you for safety reasons, where you feel like maybe strangers can get access to see your video feed or whatever, I like optics, and I'm going to put the link for that below. But that's a really good camera as well. Again, we love the Nanit because it gives you like stats, how long the baby's been sleeping, what's the baby's sleep pattern, and things like that. Then we're going to go over to the chaining table setup that we have. So we have the wipe warmer. The warmer is great, but honestly, like, it's really the first wipe that you pull out of it that stays warm. So I kind of iffy on that one, but I do like it. So maybe like the first 2-3 wipes you pull out of it is warm, but as soon as you pull the wipe out of it, it gets cold instantly. So I'm kind of on the fence with that one. All right, so it kind of just helps the baby at the beginning not to be startled from getting cold at night, cold wipe on them. But again, as soon as you pull it out, if you don't have it balled up in your fist, it's gonna get back cold. Right above the changing set, I have a shelf system here where we have like his things that we use on his skin, and I use a lot of organic products for him, so like shea butter and coconut oil just on his skin, and Aveeno is something that we've been using on the kids for years for sensitive skin, and we use the full set for that. Then make sure you guys, for all my newborn moms and stuff like that, get some cotton balls and some alcohol. This way you can swab away the umbilical cord and get that nice and clean. This temperature thermometer we have. It is really good. I've had it for a couple years. I want to say since Nyla that I've had this one. And what you do is that you put it on the forehead and you sweep it around to the back of the neck, and it's supposed to come on, but I guess I wasn't doing it hard enough, or I really didn't want to wake up the baby right here. But you put it on the forehead, you sweep it around to the ear, and it gets the temperature for you guys. And again, it lasts a pretty long time. I've had it now, so I would say about 10 years. There you go, we got it to work. Okay guys, so we're gonna go back to the changing table setup, but before we talk about the changing table, I just want to talk to you guys about things that we use on the baby. So we use Pampers as a brand for diapers. We love them. They give you the color indicator if it's wet, dry, and it's for super sensitive skin. So we never had a problem with Pampers, so we just stuck with Pampers, and we use it for all 3 kids. We use A&D for diaper rash, and we've never had a diaper rash episode, thank God. So we just apply the A&D after every change, and it's great. Then we have some things on hand here, which is like eucalyptus oil that we use in the humidifier, and Vicks Vapor Rub on hand just in case. But for the eucalyptus oil, we love that. We use that even more than the Vicks because it actually helps with cold and congestions once you have that in the ear and the baby's breathing that. And it smells so good as well. So that's just great for us. And then you get the brush and the comb for baby here, because everyone loves to just brush it and comb it when you take them out the tub. And then the ear swabs that you have, the safety swabs, these are not like the ones that we use in our ears for adults. These have the big fatted pad on the end, and we actually use these also to help clean out the belly button, because you don't want the water to sit in there. It gets, especially if the baby has an innie, so you can use these inside the belly button and for the ear, and it doesn't go all the way in the ear, which is great. Alright, so this is the changing pad, and I'm going to confess, we didn't have a changing pad for the first 2 pregnancies. I don't know why, but this thing is a lifesaver. It's easy. I'm not bending my back on the bed or in the crib to change the baby, so get the changing pad. So the changing pad cover you see here is the yellow. These little things on top, I'm using their liners, and they are waterproof, right? So I just keep them on top here, so when we're changing the baby, if the baby have an accident or anything, I can just pick up this white piece or this gray piece and toss that in the hamper, and I don't have to change the entire yellow cover for that, even though the changing pad is waterproof itself. But it just makes it so much easier to clean up, where I don't have to consistently change the yellow cover. Then we're going to go into the baby's drawers. I have drawer dividers. We got these from IKEA. They're great because it holds like little small things in there, such as the hand mittens, scratch mittens. Definitely get the scratch mittens. We use them a lot for multiple reasons, to prevent the baby from putting his hand in his mouth, and definitely from scratching his face, because their nails grow so quickly, and it just helps. For us, we had a summer baby, so we don't have a lot of socks in here, but get socks if you have a winter baby, or if you're not using a lot of sleepers. And the socks can be used as scratch mittens too, because after a while their hand kind of outgrow the scratch mitten, but their nails are still growing, and you still want to protect that face, right? So you can use the socks to put it on their hands, and that's what we use sometimes. For the breast pads, don't even get these. I had too many. I kind of went overdoing it, and I barely use them. So if you're a leaker, get them. But if not, I would say to just mind your spending before you actually get. I got a lot, because I used to use them a lot when I was nursing with Naomi and working, just so I wouldn't have any accidents at work. But overdoing it now, and I don't even use them at all. Make sure you get a lot of receiving blankets. These things are great, awesome things for you to have, especially in your little traveling bags for the baby. So you can have those. They're easy, they're thin, they're not like blankets that are heavy. So if you're just looking for something to just line where you are, these are good for that, or just to put on your clothes while you're holding a baby, or anyone is holding a baby, for you guys. Then I would say get maybe 1 or 2 crib pads, depending on your accessibility for using the laundry. So get different crib sheets and bassinet sheets if you have a bassinet. So for the baby clothes, we organize them by rolling, and when I say we, I mean I organize them by rolling, and this way you can see them easily. And what I did, I rolled it so the top is up, and you can check the sizing. For clothes, I would tell you guys not to get a lot of newborn stuff, even when that applies to diapers. Like, don't even waste your time. Babies grow so fast. Definitely do not get newborn things. I rather just get something that's big and the baby will grow into it. So you can go 0 to 3 months. Those kind of fit odd, where they're more like 1 month baby size clothing. They're definitely not 0 to 3 months, but you can try those if you want, and start buying from 3 months and up. Right, I would say you can also buy the 3 to 6 month clothing. Those to me kind of fit like 3 months. So it depends on what brand you buy for clothes when you're buying the baby items. Carter's to me is the best brand as far as the clothing goes, as far as fitting and quality, so, and affordability. All right. So, and again, if you're gonna get them, be cautious not to get a lot of newborn diapers, not to get a lot of newborn clothing. It doesn't last long. The baby will outgrow it really quick. If you're going to organize your closet, I would not say to get those little dividers. I think it's a waste of money. What you can do is just organize your clothes where the clothes are put into the hanger rack how you want it. So from 0 3, and honestly for me, I didn't hang up that many of the baby clothes. I folded them, and whatever is not ready for him to wear and fit in a drawer, I just kind of put that to the side in a storage bin. Alright guys, so baby bath time items, you get towels, rags, bathing soap. Again, we use the Aveeno brand for all of the wash on the baby. Make sure you get lots of rags. No, I'm just joking. I kind of went overdoing it with the rags, but get some a couple washcloths. You don't need that many. And then you have your towels. You got your items that you use to wash the baby, and you definitely need the Drift detergent. You can see it hiding back there. I didn't get a good view, but that's the thing with the pink top, to launder the baby's clothing. You got a lot of wipes up top here. What you see, I have the wipes and extra diapers in these containers that I had these for a couple years, since Nyla too, so they look great. I got them from Home Goods, I believe, and you can use them for multiple things, so not just in a baby's room, which is awesome. Some of them come with zippers, so you can zip it away where they're not collecting dust if you put the items in there. And again, you can use them around the house, so once you're done with using them in a baby room, if you want to multi-purpose and use them somewhere else, which would be great. Alright, so we have the Lavat air purifier. So air purifier cleans the air. So all the allergens, dust, pet dander that's in the air, this will clean it. It's awesome. It comes with a light. The filter lasts about 6 months. There are 3 different modes of fan speed on here, and it's great. Again, this keeps the room clean from pet dander, allergens and things like that. And if you have kids that suffer from allergies, this would be great for them. Then we have the humidifier. This humidifier I'm using is a Pure. It also has a night light too, and it has like 3 different modes of how bright the light is, and can you see the mist, how it blows out. And you can turn the knob on the top around where the mist goes in different directions. So once you have it set up somewhere, you can always move the knob for it to blow, and it's super silent. The humidifier lasts about 6 to 8 hours, I want to say. Alright guys, on to the fun stuff where you and baby can play with. There's Caleb. He is about 3 months here in this video, and he is playing in his little rocker. This thing rocks back and forth and it vibrates. I never use a vibrating part for this because I just think it's just kind of weird how it vibrates for the baby, but I've never used that part. But it rocks, and no, it is not an automated rock. You have to manually rock it. I don't think you should spend your money and get the ones, the big old contraption that you put in your house that legs are super long. This one is super nice. You could pick it up and go with you. I bring this with me in the gym, so when I'm working out, he's in this and playing with the toys on top. It makes noise and sings for him, which is great. And this is the ones that we've used for Nyla and Naomi. This is not the same one, but however, we use the same type for Nyla and Naomi, and it just worked. So again, we're talking about spending wise, and a lot of these things, when I say I purchase or we purchase, we just put them on the baby registry and family and friends purchase it. And it's just one of those things where, you know, like, you don't want to go crazy with it, because again, baby will be using these things for a long time and they're going to outgrow it. So I go spend crazy money for simple items like that. All right, so now we have the playmat. Oh my god, Caleb loves this thing. So this is like, again, a convertible playmat. The sides can come up and he can sit in it. It has balls where he can play once he's able to play with them and things like that. He loves tummy time here. It plays music. It has like a mirror, all these fancy fandangles. The colors are vibrant and stimulating for the baby. And yeah, I just love this thing. And it's something that we used again for Nyla when she was younger, and we just put this on our registry and had it. So this is a great thing for you and baby, and it's fun for them, and just something for him to roll on where he's not just rolling on the carpet, and it's soft. Then we bought like little items that go with it. So I bought an extra mirror so he could see himself, because the mirror for the playmat is right above him. But I bought a floor mirror, and it's good. You know, baby's like, and they're so curious of what's going on. So he's like, who's that in the mirror? And we use the playmat for tummy time. So when he's on tummy time, he can lift his head up and see himself in the mirror. Then we have rattles, little hand things that he could put on his hand, just things to keep him entertained. I bought this car, this from IKEA, where we just use it to store all his toys in. This thing here, this ball that rolls, oh my god, I love this ball. We had it when Nyla was a baby, and we went and bought this one again. And this is great because it stimulates them and it encourages them to move. So what it is, the ball moves as it makes noise and plays songs, and when he touches, it wiggles around, and once he start crawling and things like that, it will encourage him to go after it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to click the subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications. Give this video a thumbs up and follow us on Instagram. See you next time.